I was like, in fact, the other day I was asking Balaji that.
Chalo. Okay, let us start.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Okay. Let me share. Yeah. Is the screen visible?
Yes, yes, it's visible.
Yes, sir.
Right. Okay. See, one sec. Huh. So now what happens is we keep progressively increasing the light within us. The light within us is nothing but the consciousness. Okay. Now we are going to the next step in terms of. So what is this nature side? What is the current understanding of nature side? What
It
is?
is
Elements, sir.
Huh?
Matter. Matter
Yeah, I'm
elements.
just trying to see where is the diagram. Yeah, okay. So let us take this diagram. Yeah. See, take a look at this. This is a representative diagram. Okay. So if you consider the universe, you have a left side and a right side. Left side, you are existing in the form of limited consciousness. So you are called unintelligent. Right? You exist as the element, and from the element you enter the sphere of fire. When you enter the sphere of fire, you complete the full cycle of fire, then you are eligible to come to the next level. So you are existing in the various spheres, worlds, planes, states. And in this state, the fourth state, which is the solid state, consists of 4 substates, which is the radiant solid, airy solid, fluid solid, and solid solid. Right? So as you mature through this, as your consciousness increases, as the light within you increases, as the radiance within you increases, you then come into a state of being that is known as the breath form. That is the highest. So breath form, then at the junction point of the unintelligent and intelligent side, it is known as the AIA as a unit. From AIA, at that stage, from the doer, a portion of the doer of the triune self enters the human body and makes it human. Otherwise, it is animal. Otherwise, it is animal. Okay. That is the only one that discriminates. And then we progress along the intelligence. Correct? So, in summary, right, what we need to note down here is, right, the universe exists in 4 vast primordial and fundamental spheres. Correct? What are they? What are these 4 spheres?
The fire, fire,
Fire, air,
fire,
water, and earth units. Right?
and earth.
So, I mean, earth spheres. Now, these 4 spheres, the units of matter of the 4 spheres are conscious as their function. Correct? Because they are on the nature side. So, they are conscious as fire, as air, as water, and earth units. Okay?
Yes, sir.
And if you take their existence, the spheres of fire, the spheres of air, the spheres of water,
What?
and the spheres of earth. Okay? Now,
Yes.
the sphere of fire is seen, it permeates as an element, it permeates the sphere of air. Okay? And as an element, the sphere of fire and air permeate the sphere of water. When it comes to the earth, all of them participate here. Correct? So when it comes to the physical world, all these elements together, these units collectively are behind and the basis of manifestation of units of the worlds, right? So anything that is existing in any of the worlds, right, or the units of the worlds is consisting of these elements.
4 elements, yes.
Okay? And these are going to be in the manifested part,
Yes.
right? Manifested part of the sphere of the earth is, we will come to what they are, right? Or we can even do it. But before this, take a look at this diagram so that you, or no, let us finish the explanation, then we will go into the diagram, right? Likewise, we have in the manifested part, which is the manifested part of a given world?
Earth.
Solid.
Physical.
The lower half.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay, the lower half, right? So the manifested part of the sphere of earth is the light world, correct?
Sure.
Sir,
Right?
can we see the diagram, sir, जिसमें manifested नीचे है and unmanifested, that round circle वाला?
हाँ, क्यों नहीं? देख लो.
Okay, so the light world is in the manifested part of the
See,
sphere
it's
of
like
earth.
this: light world, life world. Earth is the small circle that you
Yeah.
see. Okay,
Okay.
right? This. Then you have the form, the life, and the light world. All these are in the sphere of the
Sphere
earth.
of
That
earth.
means they are in the sphere of the earth. They permit. That means, see, you have the form world, you have the life world, you have the light world, all of them encircling each other.
Based on Earth. Yes.
And these are
Okay.
all in the manifested part, sir?
Manifested is the lower part and unmanifested is the upper part of
upper
the
half.
given sphere.
Okay.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
So if I take a small circle, let's say form world, where you see the word form is the unmanifested half. Okay? Where you see the word world, that is the manifested part. For any given word. Okay? So this actually I've written the order wrong. I have to correct. See, this is the earth world, life world, light world, and form world.
Form.
So no, I think I'm saying it wrong.
No,
This
sir.
is written correctly.
But
Because they are
instead of
appearing like
earth-
this, we think the other way around. The sphere of earth, then sphere of light. These are all the spheres, not the worlds. Okay?
Yeah.
So the sphere of earth, and then you have the sphere of the light, the sphere of life, and the sphere of form. That's the way the whole thing works. Correct? Okay, now given that order, right? So the sphere of earth is the light world, correct? Whatever is the the manifested portion of the sphere of earth is the light world. Right? The manifested part of the light world is the life world.
Life. Yeah.
Correct. And then the manifested part of the life world is the form world.
World. Yeah.
That means इसके अंदर आ रहा है ना, एक सर्कल के अंदर एक. Right? That is of the physical world. The manifested part of the physical world is the of the form world. Manifested form of this one is the physical world.
Yes.
You just draw 4 circles and then you try to take an understanding out of it. This is exactly what you will find.
Yes.
Okay. Now, in each of the 4 worlds, there are 4 planes. Right? So when it comes to the fire world, it is the light. Then the life in the air world. Then the form in the plane, I mean in the plane, the form plane in the
Water
world of form.
Yeah.
And the physical plane in the physical world.
Yeah.
Correct? So conceptually, this is what you have. You have the human physical world. Correct? So now here you can see, if this is the physical world, you say the manifested and unmanifested, both of them are in the manifested part of the form world, right?
Form plane.
Yeah. Yeah.
But form plane, form world, see, एक के अंदर एक आता है बस, that is the only connotation. Okay? But don't think that they are one above the other. All of them are like this concentric circles. Please remember. This is only to explain the concept that he has taken it like this. Okay.
So here life
ये
world
अर्थ
is
को
airy
नीचे
world,
लेके
sir?
आओ और फॉर्म को एक स्टेप ऊपर कर दो इनको.
Sir,
हाँ.
is
क्या हो
it
गया?
life world is airy world? Where is the air world?
Yes. Yes.
Yes. Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
See, the element is there. Correct. So when it comes to life form, I mean the life, yeah, you can call it the life world, but it is actually the airy world and life form. Okay. So now you have the earth plane, the form plane, the life plane, and the light plane.
Yeah.
And above that, you have the invisible physical world, which happens to be the realm of permanence.
Ornaments. Yes.
Okay. Right? And you have all these planes, and beyond them, you have the states. Corresponding to the light world, the light plane is the radiant state.
Yeah.
The airy state corresponding to the life.
Yeah.
The fluid state corresponding to the form.
Form. Yeah.
And the solid corresponding to the physical.
Physical. Yeah.
Okay. Going further, the classification. Okay. So from the solid, each of the states of the physical matter is of 4 substates. Solid state में जब आता है ना, you have 4 substates, out of which, interestingly, 3 of them are not visible. to the normal human eye. Okay. And these four substrates are at present subject to the physical and chemical investigation. Beyond that कुछ नजर नहीं आता है और solid जो है उसमें four substrates हैं, ठीक है, right, which are subjected to the physical and so you have the solid state, okay, and solid, fluid, airy, and radiant state. These are the four states. And where is the substrate? The solid state is because the solid world is permeated by the other three worlds, right?
Light, air, and
Correct. So that gives it those three states, that is the substates. It is only the substates that are subject to this carrying in equal. Okay. This is the physical universe. Which one? That is the substrate. This is the physical universe that is visible to the human eye. Right? And that physical universe is just to the earth. The world of time, sex, birth, and death. Right? It is only the solid में, it is the physical universe. It is made up of, and its human bodies are composed of, right? So the earth is made up of unbalanced units, just like the human bodies are also composed of unbalanced units. Units that are either active and passive or passive and active, that is male or female, bodies that alternate, that die. Okay. Is it clear?
yeah, it is clear.
So within and beyond and pervading this physical world of time is the permanent physical world invisible to us. That is the realm of the permanence. It is beyond this physical world.
Yes, and that's why we go for meditation or what?
No, that is not the reason why you go. Right? Meditation is something that you will get to that. Let us not hurry. It is made up of, now realm of permanence is made up of balanced units. Units that are balanced and therefore do not alternate from passive to active, active to passive. Right? Bodies are balanced units of the realm of permanence, do not die. That is why he calls them, they are, since the bodies are everlasting, they become physical bodies of immortal nature. So they become the immortal physical bodies. They are perfect and everlasting. They do not change in the sense that unbalanced units do, in the sense that unbalanced units do. They progress in being conscious in successively higher degrees according to the eternal order of progression. I mean, they also their consciousness levels do increase, but it is collective increase. Okay, so this is in the nature side. So can someone summarize the nature side what we have?
It is
Those-
unintelligent and the units are merely conscious.
To the extent of they are conscious to the extent of their function.
Yes. Yeah.
But as a unit, since every unit will have all these elements, right? Every unit will have all these elements. There is an imbalance
Yeah.
among these, right?
Hmm.
That is what
Yeah.
we need to take care.
Yes.
Archana, this concept is clear?
Yes, sir.
It's not there.
Sorry,
Is it?
looking good.
She has
No,
left.
no, it was there. Oh, no, sir. iPad में थी मैं, sir.
नहीं, ये clarity तो आ रहा है ना?
हाँ, sir.
Right? See, the only diagram that we need to remember is this.
Is this one?
Correct?
On the left is the unintelligent side, no, sir?
Yes.
This is the intelligent side.
This is the intelligent. Intelligent side has got the knower, thinker.
Doer
हाँ,
and the doer.
correct. And desirer is sitting in the realm of permanence क्योंकि वो टेस्ट करना पड़ता है ना उसको.
हाँ.
वो टेस्ट करने का काम भी उसी को करना पड़ता है.
So the top part is the realm of permanence. Isn't it?
हाँ. वो परीक्षा लेना पड़ता है. हाँ. So the nature side, and what is the purpose of nature side?
Progression, sir.
Yeah, all the sides. I deliberately asked that question only to confuse you and see whether you are successfully confused.
Amazon का पैकेट खोल रहे हैं सर.
हाँ, वो खोलना पड़ता है because I just purchased that whatever I was asking Deepa to purchase.
Oh, 3.0, 1 terabyte USB.
Correct. Now, the next stage. What is our next stage in the universal plan? Correct? Now, we are going to let us understand the soul before we come to this human body. Okay? We will actually understand the soul before coming to the human body. And then we will come to the universals. Right? So, once again, I am repeating what I have been telling till now. I am repeating again, which is the universe has got a plan and the universe has got a purpose. Okay? Universe has a plan, universe has a purpose. Right?
Okay.
And the universe is guided according to the purpose and plan, which is accomplished. How is it accomplished? That is very important. How is it accomplished? The human body acts as what?
Vehicle.
As okay, vehicle. तुमने कहीं और से पढ़कर सुना दिया मेरे को, अच्छा है.
For purification of the matter, sir. It acts as a vehicle.
So he is the filter.
Yeah.
And the actual filtering is an act which is performed. The actual filter, the act of filtering is performed where? is performed because of the four elements. Okay, right? And this law is applicable without exception to everyone, everything.
Yeah.
Okay, so that brings us to trying to understand. Okay. What is a soul?
It's conscious. Here it is doer, sir.
Breath form, sir.
Don't confuse yourself. Let us actually do the build-up of what is a soul. Okay? ये सोल का ये बिल्डअप क्या है? सोल का मतलब क्या है? सोल का बिल्डअप क्या है? Soul is material that is indispensable to the human non-intelligent unit of nature matter. That means the soul is a material which is indispensable to the human. Okay? Why is it indispensable to the human?
Because the body can't act on its own.
Okay.
It is impure.
It is not impure. The body has become impure because of
Desire.
succumbing to the vagaries of feeling and desire.
Yes.
Okay. So it is a nature matter, and the soul in the body has the responsibility of purifying itself. A result of this nature matter undergoing a long course of progression. Where is it undergoing this long course of progression? That nature matter along all these phases. You are able to see this, right?
No, sir.
Yes.
No,
No, sir.
No, sir, not yet. Not yet.
Screen is not visible.
Screen is not visible.
Oh, I've removed the sharing. Oh, I'm very
नहीं है ना
sorry.
sir sharing.
Long it is not there.
I'm very sorry. मेरी गलती. चलो. ठीक है? Okay.
Yes. Yes, yes.
You are able to see this, right?
Yes,
Along
yes, able
this
to.
path is where it is progressing from element to breath form. Huh. So that matter that is indispensable to human, the non-intelligent unit of the nature matter, that is a soul. Okay. By virtue of its progressing for so long in this long journey, starting as an element and moving forward, it has come to, right? It has okay, in its long journey, it has come to a state where we can say that it consists of two elements,
Yes.
right? By virtue of its progress. That means it has undergone various changes. And those two components are known as the form, and which is the formative or form aspect, which is the passive, and the formative part. And it has also got a breath aspect, which is the negative. So, as it has been progressing, this element, right? It develops into a state where we can, for the purpose of understanding, say that it has got two sides to it. One is active element in it, one is passive element. Now, the active element is the form. The form is a result of the progressed nature unit. See that unintelligent, as it has kept on passing, it has got refined, and it is the progressed nature unit. And the breadth aspect is the life of the form and the builder of the body to be. है ना? यहाँ तक तो कोई गुंजाइश नहीं है ना?
नहीं
Nice.
हाँ सर ठीक है.
तो अभी थोड़ा और प्रोग्रेस है. ये प्रोग्रेस्ड यूनिट जो बोलते हैं ना, a progressing unit of nature matter becomes the breath form of the physical body. How? एक साइड से ये आ गया, दूसरा ब्रेथ जो आके उसको बॉडी बिल्डिंग द शेप टू बी के लिए वो बिल्ड कर रहा है. सो दिस प्रोग्रेसिंग यूनिट, राइट, बिकम्स द ब्रेथ प्लस फॉर्म टुगेदर. ओके, एंड this breath form now acquires a physical body. Okay. This physical body then becomes the soul. Okay.
Physical body becomes soul.
Sorry, the breath and form becomes the soul.
Okay, got it.
Okay. And
Yes, sir.
soul has got two components, the active and the passive.
Yes.
Okay. So the breath has got a duty to perform. So that is the function of the breath, and the form keeps on progressing. Right? When this progressing unit becomes perfect, right? That is the form. Form is in perfect balance. Correct? Then it is known as a triune self.
Right.
The triune self has got three components: doer, thinker, knower. Knower is belonging to the light world. Thinker is belonging to the life world.
Okay.
And doer is belonging to the form world. You see, the third stage is available only for the doer. Correct? So, doer is the nature matter. Doer is the one which is going to take the nature matter from an unintelligent state to the
Intelligent state.
into the intelligent state. Right? That is why, since he is the one who is going to enable the progression, he is made of nature matter. Okay? Now let us go a little bit further.
So that means the expansion of the conscious has to happen in the knower.
No. See,
Light.
no one is going to keep on consciously increasing, because the knower and thinker do not leave the eternal world.
Yeah.
Okay? They loan their capability to the doer in the human body. They offer a service. Okay.
So if we are able to expand our knower self,
You will not expand the
then
knower
we
self.
have the. Yes,
You
sir.
will only expand the doer self.
Okay. But it is in the light world. It is in the light world, no, sir?
Correct. There will be a conscious progress. See, light world में illuminance पूरा रहेगा. In the light world and in the life world, right? Light world में there will be no diffusion of light. Because the nature matter is completely purified there always. Right? So they are all conscious. Both thinker and knower are always conscious.
Okay.
Their consciousness is steady.
Okay. Okay.
Okay. But they progress. Consciousness is the level of awareness. It is not it is no material. It is dimensionless.
Yeah. Yeah.
Correct.
Yes.
But the doer is the one which is going to help purify the form. Right?
Yeah.
Now let us go a little bit further. This breath form, which is the soul in the human body, is the living soul of the body. Sahi hai na? Originally, the form, that is the soul, was perfect.
Yes.
It was
Exactly.
perfect, balanced, and it was a balanced nature unit in a perfect, immortal physical body. In end of the nature realm of permanence. It is in the form of nature and it is in the nature of the realm of permanence. It was its perfect body was inhabited and operated by in such a way that nothing in nature could deform that perfect form. Right?
Yes, it doesn't affect, yes.
Correct. Right? It was inhabited and operated by the doer. Right? So I didn't add this here. I think I have made a mistake. Right? So ये जो its perfect body is inhabited and operated by the doer part of the triune self. समझ गए ना?
Yes.
Yes, yes.
जब पूरा परफेक्ट है तभी वो ट्राइयून सेल्फ कहलाता है. राइट? और ट्राइयून सेल्फ के 3 पार्ट हैं. 2 हमेशा चमकते हैं, तीसरा इधर उधर हवा कटी पतंग जैसा है.
डूअर.
हाँ, वो डूअर है. जिधर से हवा आया उधर वो घर घुस गया. ठीक है?
Unstable.
By the doer part of the immortal triune self. That doer was feeling and desire. समझे?
Yes.
ये जो हवा का झोंका, राइट? वो झूलता है. वो झूलने वाले को फीलिंग एंड डिजायर बोलते.
थाली का बैगन सर.
हाँ?
थाली का बैंगन.
हाँ. अभी this feeling and desire is nothing but the doer right? Because it is inhabited and operated, right? It is the operator and the inhibitor. I mean, he's the one who is inhabiting that triune self. He is in charge of breath form. Okay? That doer was the feeling and desire. It had charge of the breath and form. Correct? So, he is the only one who is empowered to change the form aspect of the breath form. You get it?
Yes.
Only the doer could change that perfect physical body. Because of this alteration and succumbing to this, only the doer could change the perfect physical body, and by virtue of its responding, by doing that, it became the human, mortal, and imperfect, a result of the doer's action. And how did this happen? Because they are consistently tested. In passing through the necessary trial test of bringing feeling and desire into balanced union, right? When they pass the test, right? Those who did not make that mistake of succumbing to it, they become qualified as high officers of nature. They have their parts in the government, in the dream of permanence and of this human world of change. So they become in charge of those. Now, as feeling and desire, those doers lost their balance. Who? These guys. Okay. These guys who made the mistake, right? They lose the balance.
That is we only. Yeah.
See, we only, what we have done is we have managed to lose our balance.
Yeah.
For whatever reason.
Yes.
Right? We make a mistake, and from that mistake, right, lost their balance, that is their self-control. In other words, control of their feeling and desire.
Yes.
The feeling and desire mind, and also of the body mind. Okay?
Yes.
By which they had maintained their body of units in balance. ये दोनों, this feeling and desire minds, feeling mind, desire mind, there are two of them. And for the sake of clarity, let us write the feeling minds and desire minds. Okay?
Yes.
So there are three minds. All the three minds they lose control of. The feeling mind, the desire mind, and of the body mind. That is what becomes out of control. Control passed to the body mind of each of these doers. समझ गए? And the doers thereby fell under the illusion of senses. Got it?
Yes.
Right? And thereafter, thought only in terms of the phenomena of time, birth and death. Okay?
Yes.
So ये pink वाला जो समझ में नहीं आया सर, and thereafter thought only
ये
in
देखो,
the
see,
यहाँ तक समझ, हाँ
as feeling and desire, those doers lost their balance and self-control
जी
when they were subject to the test.
हम्म
When they lost their self-control, it means they were not able to maintain the balance between the feeling mind, the desire mind,
their
and the
mind and the
body
body
mind.
mind.
Okay? By which they had maintained the perfect balance.
ये हाँ
ये तीनों को बैलेंस नहीं किया तो इम्बैलेंस हो गया, तो आपका बैलेंस गया। और बैलेंस जाने के कारण क्या हुआ आपके कहानी में? कंट्रोल हैज टू पास समवेयर, राइट? दैट पास टू द, यहाँ पे जब बैलेंस माइंड निकल जाता है, ये तीनों यूनिट्स का, तीनों माइंड्स का, तो फीलिंग डिजायर वो तो कंट्रोल गया। अभी डूअर के हाथ में क्या बाकी है? डूअर हैज गॉट ऑल द थ्री माइंड्स, करेक्ट? फीलिंग माइंड, right?
Desire mind and
So it has
body
come
mind.
to the body mind. So control passed to the body mind.
Body mind.
And the doers thereby fell under the illusion of the senses. They were not able to think. They were not able to. See, this is what happens, no? When you are under the control of an emotion, are you able to think?
No.
Right? So, where is your thinking and all those abilities? You have become
In the body mind, in the body, in the senses.
correct. And body mind is dictated by the what you call by the emotion. Emotion is equal to feeling and desire, right? So once you lose that control, and thereafter thought only. So अगर illusion में आ गए हैं तो you are not able to see beyond the dimensions of time and birth, sex and death. Correct? So doers now in human bodies are among those who made that mistake. Got it? This 12 states and all that ये कल करें।
ठीक है सर।
बहुत लंबा है। करेक्ट? वो 12 स्टेट में क्या होता है डेथ के बाद में, वो सब है, तो वो कल करें। ठीक है? तो आज का कोई डाउट है, क्वेश्चन है?
क्लियर है सर अभी।